Hello and welcome to the Gemini model Boom Bitches. He is Killers05.
And he is 2-Pack Pro.
Now we're going to be reviewing the Tiger 131, which is a premium tank. Colin and Killers05, let's compare this Tiger 131 to the standard Tiger you get in your German tech tree.
Well, as you can tell by the name, they are Tigers. Both are Tigers. The 131 is exactly the same when it comes to the armour and the engine. The chassis is the same.
Yeah, I was going to say his chassis is the same.
Chassis is the same. Everything's the same. You've got the same brake horsepower, the same speed. They are no different when it comes to that, and that comes to the armour as well. Both got 100 turret armour, 100 all armour, 80 on the side, both turret and all. There is no difference. It's then that we come to the subtle changes, very subtle changes. That being mainly the gun. When it comes to the gun is completely different. The gun on the 131 is the top gun you will get on the VK36OH Tier 6 heavy. But Wargaming in the Wisdom have bumped up the penetration that this gun can get on the 131. You still get the 220 alpha damage, but it now has a penetration of 169, which is vastly improved from the gun at about 130, I think you get on the VK36OH. But the reload speed is far superior on the 131 to a normal Tiger. You can get roughly 6 shots to 7 shots from the 131. The gun is also slightly less accurate than a normal Tiger, but it does aim in quicker, which is kind of an advantage, but it's so slight that you're never really going to notice it. It's then that you get the other subtle changes between the two, but the biggest is the view range you get when you're in the tank. This is nearly 100 metres less on the 131.
That's signal range, not view range.
Well, it's what you can see along the map. You cannot see a tank as close as you
it's
in the 131.
It's communication, isn't it, with your teammate?
You cannot see that far. The concealment is better on the 131, which means you've got less chance of getting spotted, but again, this is minimal. It's not over-exaggerated. The 131 also has slightly better gun depression with a smaller gun on its turret. This allows you to just peek over an edge, and again, this is only very slightly better. But all these things do add up, and the Tiger 131 is a really good tank, but so is the Tiger. We all know how good the Tiger is in Tier 7.
To be honest, I think the Tiger is very good, and you've got to remember it's free. Yeah. So why are we buying this 131? What's so good about it?
It's the reload speed, it's the fire rate, it's just a fun tank to drive. You can have a real lot of fun in this tank. As you know, you can use a Tiger pretty much like a medium, but it's very
I was going to say that. You can play it as a medium and a heavy, but you're relying on the gun damage, aren't you? What does it roll to if you're lucky?
You can touch 300, but you never really get that. You normally, as I say, the 220 is the alpha damage on it. But when it comes to the armour piercing rounds, you're only losing 10 on an armour piercing round penetration on the 131 to the normal Tiger. So, and with it being a premium tank, you can use the premium rounds and it will not cost you a lot. You can make a lot of money in this Tiger 131. So for somebody out there who's wanting to make money, just struggling, tier 9, 10, make money, the 131's perfect. You can make a lot of money using this tank.
Will this Tiger compete in tier 8?
Yes.
Yeah.
But a Tiger can compete in tier 9 in my eyes.
Definitely.
They are overpowered for tier 7. I believe it to be a tier 8 heavy in my eyes. It's a really good tank, the Tiger, and the 131 is no different. It uses all the plus points the Tiger's got, but with a quick firing gun and the tier 8 preferential matchmaking that it does get as well. So no tier 9 matches for the Tiger 131. It's brilliant. You're never going to struggle in a match. It can hold its own in a tier 8.
I do believe if this 131 was to duel with a Tiger, basic Tiger, as in fully modified Tiger, this 131 will beat it.
Just
purely due to the
on the fire
reload.
Rate. The fire rate. It suffers the same usual Tiger ammo problem of serious ammo rack issues. Yeah. You only have to get it inside and it seems to pop that ammo rack straight away. So I recommend taking 2 repair kits with this tank. It's not easily set on fire. I wouldn't take a fire extinguisher, I would take 2 repair kits and a medipack.
So basic reload is like 5.5, isn't it?
Yeah, which is far superior to the Tiger, which is around 6.7.
Yeah, I mean, I've managed to get it down to 4.5, but you can buy like rammers, vents.
Yeah, the gun rammer and a vent, it'll come down to just about 4.5, which is even better. I mean, you can see from the videos we've put on, the gun is brilliant. Even though it has got low penetration, you don't really notice it. As I say, I'd use the 8 Ps4 rounds regularly. because you're in a premium tank, you can afford to. It's going to make you money.
So what I think we're saying is that this 131 is better than a standard, fully modified Tiger from the tech tree.
It's a big claim, but the Tiger is a fantastic tank, and the 131 is just as good. It's the preferential tier 8 matchmaking that breaks it for me, that makes this better than a normal Tiger.
Yeah, I got that.
And the fire rate. They are the two single things. I mean, a slightly quicker traverse speed when turning, which is, again, minimal. You're not really going to notice it. And the turret turns a little bit slower than a normal Tiger, but again, you're not going to notice it when you're in this tank.
I'm sorry to keep banging on about it, but it's the gun, isn't it? The gun's the major thing. You're buying a gun.
Getting a gun that's got less penetration than a normal would make the tank worse, but the fire rate more than makes up for it. It's brilliant.
To me, when I want to buy a tank, I want to buy a tank with a gun.
Yeah, but this can be a lot of fun with that. We're seeing not all premium tanks need to have a good gun. I mean, the SU-76I at Tier 3 is fantastic. It has a good gun and good armour. Yeah, a good armour does make a good premium tank, but not always.
Don't forget it's iconic as well. It's the 131.
It is the 131. It's the 131 from the Fury film,
the Fury
not
film,
from the Desert.
No, it's not the captured 131. It is actually the Fury 131.
It does look really good. It turns head when you're driving on a battlefield. There is a few knocking about at the minute, but not too many. And it's just a really good tank. So if anybody asks me, would I buy a Tiger 131? The answer would be yes, definitely.
Oh, of course.
Even though the price is slightly high and you are being exploited because it is a Tiger.
Yeah. Thing is, everyone wants a 131.
Everyone should want a 131. It's a really good tank.
If anyone's ever been to Bovington, they'll say, I want this 131.
Yeah.
Because you can actually go to Bovington, touch this 131, say,
as I said, some premium tanks you can be disappointed with. The Snakebite I hated. I did not think it was a very good tank. Or that had a lesser gun, and I see where you're coming from. If somebody had the Snakebite and realised it had a lesser gun and thought, this is not for me, this is terrible, and saw the lesser gun on the Tiger 131 and thought, this is going to be the same as the Snakebite, it is not.
It's not.
It is a brilliant tank, well worth the money.
I'd buy it.
Definitely.
Come on then, Killers 05, talk us through this Tiger 131 clip.
As you can tell, we're on Sand River. It's a night match assault. Capture the base, we're on the attack. Start on the far side of the map. We're just going to have a slow chug across. It's not too mobile the tank, but it's not bad. It's just a normal Tiger. Exact same engine.
What tier did you say this was?
It says tier 7 game. You should see it about at least clips. Dodge his way around.
What's that getting in the way?
He's going to push this left hand flank. Try and come out. I'm using the dunes on the left hand side, a bit of cover. Try and get there before the enemy team does. Try and take the high ground, fight his way back down. Quite important to get there first, as the high ground is more key. Get some fire across the map as well.
What's your team doing? Splitting or just going down one side?
Well, we've been assaults. It's always advantageous to split. Get fire from both angles.
Why are you looking over there? There's nothing there.
I'm too busy messaging somebody at this point. Mainly you.
Just noticed that you're looking into Nayland.
Well, we can see the 131 here. You'll notice that its view range, you'll notice here, the signal range it picks up. It struggles to pick up targets that far away. We're not picking up the medium tank in the middle of the map. As on the Tiger has the view range of nearly 100 metres further. So the Tiger 131 does have that drawback to it. So we have to push on a little bit further than you would have liked and normally like. We'll have another quick scope here, see if we can find that elk again, and we've been detected.
Would binos make any difference?
Not really, because you're normally constantly on the move. Coated optics is an option, but you're just paying for something you've already got in a normal Tiger. It would cost a fair bit. And being an heavy tank, you're not normally going to need them. Because we're normally face-to-face brawler. But you can use this as a medium tank if you wish. It has got that potential with its quick fire rate.
I was going to say that, because at the moment you're playing it like a heavy tank.
Yeah, we're just spotting a few mediums here. Team's kind of holding back, except for the two mediums are pushing against them. And we're just going to try and force this issue. We need to take that corner. If we take that corner, we can shoot down onto the base. It opens up all possibilities. At the moment, the team's pretty spread across the map. They're congregating just around this corner. Now when they get some fire supports this medium. set up with the right angle. Try and get all down, a little as target as possible. Now we're just going to donk a shot into sandbank, just for good measure. There we go. And it's M4. It's going to be gone before we have a chance to do anything.
Target locked.
So we're going to poke round, see what we can get a shot in straight into Panzer.
215.
And then more show up. Maybe captured.
That's gotta hurt.
Stick one in his turret. You see, even though the gun is not going to have much penetration, that's just a standard shell straight into the turret of KV1.
I'm impressed with the relay speed, I've got to admit.
And we spot the T67. And we're more worried about the OI. Try and get the OI out of the way. There we go, he's gone. And the IS-2 shows it. This is where you see the penetration of the gun. Struggling there, swap to a premium shell. Try and get some into his cupola on top of his turret. There we go, straight through.
So you're still getting 236 damage.
You can see the fire rate here. Oop, didn't get quite back there and cover in time. But it's fired now. We know we've got far superior reload time. Can we get 2 to his 1? It's still there. Another one in. Bounce. A little bit too low.
Yeah,
quite hit the cupola. And now everyone's pushing through. So we've got to follow.
He was angling them, wasn't he? He was angling his arm.
And the M6. Can we pick this M6 up? Got over in time. Good gun depression. You can see the gun depression of the Tiger 131, which is 1 degree better than a normal Tiger. Use the dead tank in front of us for a bit of cover. Bounce a shot. Reposition. Try and angle slightly. Using the dead tank as cover, and we're taking shots from various areas now. And this is a bit of a lucky shot, if I'm being honest. Just caught him at the edge.
You're not kidding.
I'm still keeping premium in it this time, so I'm worried about the IS. Didn't know where we were, and we found him round this corner. He's going to be waiting for us. We're going to take a shot, but we've got the hit points to do it. We've taken it. We know he's not going to be able to fire again. He knows he's not going to be able to fire again. Weak spot on the top, and he's gone. Move on. We're still taking fire from right on the side. Where next? Shots flying in all over.
Was that 152 using you as a meat shield?
T67. This is where we see the tank struggle with its accuracy over a long distance. We're going to drop down to this dip now, and we're going to be harassed by Sherman Fury. It's been released from the same film, same day, and you're going to see how this tank struggles over distance. Should really have swapped here back to the normal shells, but we don't know who we're going to find, so we're not taking a chance. You see the medium taking shots now from the Fury. Still not spotted him, and there he is. When we get some shots into it, good manoeuvrability on the Fury, you'll see there. What a mobile tank, yeah. It does aim in quicker than a normal Tiger though.
Yeah, I was looking at it thinking...
Aiming time is quicker than a normal Tiger, but accuracy is not. Just have a quick look, see where that now, he's just died. Thinking about pushing, but he's come back up. And look at the accuracy. It is not brilliant.
That wasn't good, was it?
No, and you'll see again here, I know there's not a lot to shoot at, but they fired one, and he's going to start returning fire shortly.
Looks like your crew's having a bad day, that was, wasn't it?
It's just, I know it's a small target, but it's just not, we're not even close to be fair, and he bounced one off. That's when we know we're not going to get anywhere from shooting there. Fall back, try and get a bit of cover. We've got 100mm turret armour on this front. He has got 128mm pen with his gun, so we've probably still pen us, so we're just going to try and dodge out. We drop back behind the sand dune. We're going to try and reposition now. We're going to drop back down into the gully, try and flank him, coming up at him from his rear. That's in case we don't run into anybody else. We noticed that while we were fighting down the left hand side, their team had pushed all the way around their left hand side and were coming at us from the back. So we're just going to drop back. We know that it's a cat game. We've still got 3.5 minutes left. It's going to be a squeeze. And this guy comes charging in from nowhere. Try and get a shot at him, but he's still rammed me, and that's when we're down to 141 hit points. And we're struggling. Repair kit used, get tracks up straight away. We ain't got time to hang about waiting for him to get put back on.
What was he doing?
Suicide dive.
He just wanted you out, didn't he?
Yeah. He nearly did. That's one thing. 3 minutes left. We're going to have to go and help them out capping. We've got no choice. I don't know why he wants me to cover him. I don't even know where he's going. So we push back towards the cap. We know there's a Fury up there. We do not know where the other two mediums are at this point. 5 kills, 15 penetrating shots, 4 spotted, 2 track damage, 4 modules damaged.
He's still moving well uphill. He's turning uphill, isn't he?
It's a fairly mobile tank, but he's exactly the same as a normal Tiger and an Hammer. The Hammer, we've seen the videos, it is just as quick as a 131, even though it has less engine power for some strange reason it can keep up with.
I think it struggles up slopes, but...
And we've been spotted, and two mediums pushing, we found them. And dodged a shot from the T-54, try and keep the rock in between us, wait for him to come out.
Did you knock the tree through? They would aim for the tree, not
no,
for you.
I was just a calamity. Used a rock, stick one in his rear, and use the rock again. And look at the reload time. The reload time is fantastic on this tank.
They just
aim another shot and set him on fire, and he's gone.
They're not expecting such a fast reload.
7 kills. Can we get the Radley? Can we get that Sherman Fury? Repositioning. We know where he is. Can we get a shot? Can we get a shot? Oh, we can see a little bit of him. The accuracy. Is it going to kill us? It's there. And there's a killing shot. Radley Walters 8 kills. So as you can see from this video, the Tiger 131 is a deadly battlefield tank. It can do the job.
The thing is, do I want a Tiger 131?
It's a very fun tank to fight. I really enjoyed it, but the Tiger is a very good tank as well. Probably overpowered for that tier, but a very good tank all the same.
Nice one, thank you very much. Killers 05.
For me, this sums up the Tiger 131 all in one clip. It's only a short clip, but it shows you everything that's good about the tank. Here you can see we've got KV3, full health coming at us. We've got half health straight away. We bounce his shot straight away, switch straight to the APCR. We're not penning him with a regular shell. We're trying to outflank him. Another shot comes in, we bounce, and he hits us again. We're manoeuvring back and forth, trying to avoid the big gun on the KV3. And that's all about learning his reload here. We're manoeuvring, trying to stay away from that big gun. We're still bouncing, even with the armour piercing rounds off the KV3's armour, which is pretty good for tier 7. And this is where you start to see the manoeuvrability of the 131. We're coming around, we get one shot and damage his engine, we take another hit. And at this point, how is this Tiger 131 going to kill the KV3?
It looks like he's going to win at this point.
Yeah. And we keep manoeuvring.
Manoeuvring.
The reload time, dirt on the tank.
I think
Dodged the shot, he knows he's done now.
Yeah, he's panicking.
The KV3 reload is not going to beat us here. And he looks for the ramp, thinks better of it, and we finish him off. That is what the Tiger 131 is all about. Quick shooting, get him in, keep moving, on the move.
It's all to do with the reload, isn't it?
And as you can see later on in this clip, as we move on, shooting from range, Tiger, and as you know with this tank it comes with a dead-eye perk, which gives you more chance at damaging modules. In this case, an ammo right. Quick shot into the artillery, back to 8, done. With the Tiger, half health, disappears, one shot, gone. And there's turret goes flying. So the Tiger 131 does come with the added dead-eye perk if you get the ultimate package, which is a really good advantage to have.
I think you're upsetting him.
He's gone.
He's well gone. So that's the Tiger 131. Very nice. Would you buy it?
Definitely.
I did.
It's definitely a good purchase for me, even though it costs a little bit more than you'd expect for a tier 7 premium. It's a very good tank. It's a lot of fun to play, and I just really enjoy it.
Nice one.